In this section, we will cover another fun application to do with your silhouette, that of cutting vinyl designs. Creating vinyl messages is great for dressing up your walls with inspirational messages, instructional reminders for your family, and for labeling items. The items needed to create a sign are a pair of scissors, the silhouette scraper tool, the silhouette hook tool, a roll of silhouette self-adhesive vinyl, which comes in several colors and is perfectly sized to fit your silhouette cutter, and finally, silhouette transfer tape. In creating the design, it's simple. First, we choose a design from our library. Next, the size of the wall area where we will place a design measures to a little over 16 inches wide, so we will have to make a couple of adjustments to the design. The first adjustment is to rotate the design and then to resize it to a little over 16 inches. To rotate the design 90 degrees, select the object, click on Draw, and then select Position Settings. In the Position Settings window, set the rotation to 90 degrees. We can then change the width, but keep in mind that it is still rotated. Therefore, the value we really need to change is the height, because once it's rotated, the height dimension then becomes the width. Therefore, we first click on Keep Aspect Ratio so that we avoid stretching the design. Then change the height to 16.5, which is 16.5 inches. Click OK. Our design extends beyond the cut area represented by the red border. Therefore, the cut area has to be set to a larger size. Let's go to the Document Settings. Click on File and then select Document Settings. In this window, select on User Size 1 instead of Letter. Next, click on the Specify User Size button here. Our height is good, but we will change our width to 18 inches to make sure we have enough cutting area. Click OK. When in the landscape mode, the left edge of the red border represents the front edge of the vinyl sheet. Thus, if need be, move the design so that it is close to the left edge. Now, we could cut this right away, but sometimes when there are smaller shapes or letters, such as in this case, it can create a challenge when removing excess vinyl. To make it easier, we can add 2 extra lines, one above the lettering and one below. This way, we can remove the excess in this area first. The need for this extra step will become apparent later in this segment. Let's load the vinyl media. Since the design length is known, we can take our roll of vinyl and pull out the length to about the size of our cut area, which in this case is 18 inches. Once the sheet is cut, place an edge of the sheet on the writing panel evenly between the 2 white wheels of the silhouette. Press the Control Panel Enter key to load the sheet. Our RoboMaster design is ready to cut, so we can click on the Cut button. Once the cutter controller is displaying, we'll set the media to Film, Vinyl with Adhesive Back. Click Cut, and then click OK. Once the vinyl is cut, remove it from the silhouette and place it on a flat surface. Take your silhouette hook tool and start removing unwanted vinyl. This is also commonly called weeding among sign professionals. As mentioned previously, we will start with the smaller lettering. Notice that the 2 added cut lines are a great help when weeding around the small lettering. Now the outer vinyl can be weeded, as well as the inner pieces. Once the design is weeded, take the roll of transfer tape and pull out enough to cover the design. Place the transfer tape down on the design by holding both sides and allow the middle to droop down, allowing it to attach first. Then lay the rest of the transfer tape down. Smooth it with your hands, starting from the middle and spreading them to the outside. Next, take the silhouette scraper and rub the transfer tape over every part of the design. This ensures the transfer tape adheres to the vinyl and it removes the bubbles. Once the transfer tape is smoothed down, flip the whole piece over and start removing the paper backing. This is done by holding the transfer tape down on the one corner with one hand and removing the paper backing diagonally with the other. Once it's all removed, this will expose the adhesive back of the vinyl, making it ready to be placed on the wall. Before placing the vinyl design on the wall, determine the position of where the design is to go. Measure from the ceiling to where the top of the vinyl design is to be placed. Make a mark with a pencil. Do the same measurement on the other side of the area and make a second mark. The two marks will ensure straight alignment when placing the design on the wall. Place the transfer tape with the vinyl graphics on the wall by aligning the top of the design with the two marks we made on the wall. Once it is aligned, press the piece against the wall and smooth it down, starting from the middle and moving to the outside edges. Use the silhouette scraper once again to rub down the vinyl graphics, rubbing out any bumps or air pockets. Once it is smoothed down with the scraper, then from a corner start removing the transfer tape. If the vinyl starts coming up with the transfer tape, lay the transfer tape down again and use the scraper to rub down these areas. A tip you can try is taking a sponge full of water and dab the transfer tape. This will help soak the adhesive on the transfer tape, helping it to detach from the vinyl. Once it is removed, you may see tiny bumps. On walls, these will go away after a week. If it is on a non-porous surface such as glass, take a needle and poke the holes in the bubble, and then take the scraper and smooth them down. Our vinyl message is complete. For more information on this segment, click here to access the manual. If you are in need of further assistance, email us at support@silhouetteamerica.com or call us at 1-800-859-8243.